Here we go.
Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is the Bobbi Jo and Sheena show. Moi being Bobbi Jo and this girl being Sheena. What's going on today, girl?
Oh my goodness, there's somebody else. Just whenever you get just about to do something and then somebody calls you, but never mind, I'll give her a call back. So listen, I think today, I mean, my greatest lesson is to really realize that anything that's happening outside of ourselves that you don't like,
Mm,
because when something good happens, you go, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and you immediately sort of go inside. You feel that love and appreciation. But when something bad happens, then you're like, why does this happen to me? This shouldn't happen to me. And we end up going outside and being outside of ourselves. Now, I've realized the reason why we've hurt so much is because we're outside of ourselves, looking outside of ourselves, and we're separating ourselves from ourselves. And that's the pain that we're feeling. That's the suffering that we're feeling. So, my advice and what works for me, this is literally my wisdom, my experience, is that when something's happening, use that feeling that you've got of to literally pull it inside and say, thank you, God, for all my blessings and all the blessings I'm receiving right now. You may not understand why this, and this, and this could be a blessing. I don't know what's going on in your life, but you may not understand it, but you will eventually. So why not cut the time from about a year's time, 10 years time, when you finally realize and you get your lesson? Why don't you just cut it short right now and just go straight to the blessing, and you will be shown the blessing. You may not know what it is, but eventually you'll realize why you're going through what you're going through. And I
mm.
realized that everything that I've gone through was so that I could turn inside. And I've had something recently again, and it's like, oh yeah, yeah, you pick on that one, the one thing that that's probably going to be my hardest thing. And I had to turn inside. I slipped outside for a little bit, and then I came back in, and I remembered, and yeah, and certain things then start to happen and start to get better. So that's literally from wisdom, from whatever it is that you're going through. If anybody is going through anything, just like and share this with them and say, listen to what Sheena and Bobbi Jo are saying here. We're giving you life skills to get through this life as best as you can, because we're here to play. And if you can see, everything is working in your favor, even though it looks. I realize, Bobbi Jo, that we have no clue what's good for us at all. Not a clue. We have been, you know, taught this and programmed and whatever, and we have absolutely no clue what is good for us. So there you
Yes,
go.
I hear you. Okay, here I go. So Sheena's the best at this. Sheena has gone through a lot in the last 6 months, year, 2 years, and she's been really put to the test of not reacting by her mental faculties, what we see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm a work in progress, baby. But I was in this powerful women's group this past weekend, and in my small group, we're not supposed to talk about stuff, so I'll make it very vague. And I know this person personally, and I've heard this outside of circles, so that's why I feel like I can do this. But a lot of things have happened to her in her life as a child, like in her 20s and 30s and kids, and so she's in her 60s now. So when something happens to her, say it's a car accident or something really bad happens to a loved one, she has the wisdom to know, okay, I'm going to detour here. Kellen Keller says this: sometimes when a door closes, we don't see that other doors open. And this lady has done that. That when the door, something really bad or tragic happens in her life, she just pauses and goes, okay, there's a lesson to learn out of here. And I read this the other day in my metaphysics books that, even if we do 10 things wrong, those things are great. You're supposed, because everything's in divine order, like Sheena was just saying, that everything is happening for a reason, for you to learn, to push you this way and push you that way. And it's taking you along the path that's your journey, it's your path, it's your growth. And that's your choice now, your decision, your consciousness to grow from this or to just react from it and be a ping pong the rest of your life. Just blah, 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 blah. And that was me yesterday. And I realized, because I woke up this morning so inspired, that it's just, oh wow, sometimes I just think I need a nap. And so I realized, next time I feel the way I did yesterday afternoon, and I kind of was getting a little angry and a little grumpy, and I kind of was like, that I should just probably take a nap, because I'm probably just really tired and I'm just reacting, just like a little kid, I guess. You are in a timeout, Bobbi Jo. So
Time out yourself.
I'm going to be in it. You're right. I can see I'm reacting and I'm just going to put myself in a timeout because this isn't the authentic Bobbi Jo anymore. Like, I guess I was kind of frazzled from a long weekend of really spiritual stuff. And then I get into my house and it's the physical stuff that I just see is like my house. When my house is trashed, that's when I react. When I see the list of things that'll go like 1,000, I can listen. Yeah, see where I'm going? Okay, yeah. I'm digressing here, people. So I'm really in a funny mood today, but that is it, that you have to have the awareness of what you're feeling, what are you reacting to, is it something you can do for it. I know somebody used to tell a story that this woman, every time she gets in a car accident, how many car accidents has she been in, but if she ever got into an accident, she would jump out of the car and be like, okay, what's the lesson? Maybe I'm supposed to meet this person. So you have to shift the lens, you have to shift the perception. And it's always a work in progress. I'm not beating myself up that I was a little grumpy yesterday and reacting. I am a friggin' human being. So you just have to give yourself the grace. And I wake up today a little bit stronger, check in yesterday. Yeah, all right, could have done things better. And today's a new day, baby. Wipe that slate clean, ho'oponopono, right? Do that, ho'oponopono. Or, just even quantum physics says that. Everything's a thought. It's quantum physics. Every day we start fresh. What are you going to start today? What is your decision? What is your path? And stop reacting to these mental faculties that we have of seeing and touching and go within. We have an imagination, we have will, we have reasoning, we have perception. So go with that. That's my advice for today.
And just what you said there, whenever you do feel what I do now, whenever I feel something arising in me, I drop the story immediately. It's not the story. The story is superfluous. It has got absolutely nothing to do with what is rising. It's just energy that is rising. And so what we tend to do with energy is we label it and then we judge it, and then we have a story all around it, and it's got nothing to do with any of it. So what I'm learning to do is literally drop inside and feel the feeling and ride the wave. That's what I love to call it with myself. I go, oh, right, something's changing. I'm shifting something. This is really, really good. This isn't negative. This is just an energy. I ride the wave. And so I tend to ride the wave with lots of affirmations of I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for all my blessings. And I turn it into that. So now the wave that's coming out of me is literally, instead of it being anger or whatever, it's coming out as love and whatever. And so that is literally then my subconscious and my body is hearing all that in absolute passion and energy, because we tend to be passionate about what we don't want, but we're not so passionate about what we do want. So that's what I'm learning, to this electricity of the negativity is literally helping you with the passion for what you do want. So listen, whenever I was 24, my marriage broke up. I mean, I thought I was married for life, but clearly not. And so I ended up taking all that negative energy, and I knew that it was destructive at that time. And I just said, I'm going to be so successful. And I literally took all that energy and I got myself a degree in computer science. Well, there you go, and the first girl at that time to get the computer science degree in that university. So way back when, a long time ago. So don't ask me anything about computers now. I don't know.
I know.
So
new ball game. I want to like that you did that, Sheena, because I did do that when I was in the car driving. I could feel all that, and I just shut my mouth and I thought, feel this. And let's do something about it and turn it towards something good. Be passionate about what's going on. Yeah. So I felt it. I had the awareness of it that I did shut my mouth, and I thought, feel all that rising, and let's put it towards where you're going somewhere. Don't be reacting to your messy house.
There you go. I think that's great advice for anybody listening. Like and share this, subscribe, tell your friends, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.